Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how to make a backend server in Next.js 16 with MongoDB and a server for Expo frontend. I highly recommend you to check my first video, this video first. And we will use Clerk for authentication in the server side. So first we delete this table. And refresh frontend. This is frontend. I refresh this. And the profile page and home page. So first we go profile page. And we will get the data from database. And also we need to log in. We can sign out. This is Clerk, so we use Clerk email and sign in. So we sign in and we go profile page. So we can get the token in frontend from Clerk. And we use this token to fetch database and get the user from database. So profile page. We use this token, put this token in header authorization. And the body, we now use Clerk ID and Clerk email. So frontend posted to backend only with token to fetch the user from DB. And for backend, we get the token from the API request and get the token and verify this token with Clerk and get the user ID and get the user email. So we got this. And we check if the user exists. If user exists, we update the time and save to database. Otherwise, we will create a user with ID and email in database. So I think I already connected. And create, refresh. And now we have users and create the user already. And next is, if we already have this for frontend, we refresh this and go profile. It will update, make post to backend, and backend will update the time in database. So we refresh. We should see that the time is different, the update time and the create time. So this time is different. We updated the time. And then we go edit the profile page. We will load again. And for frontend, edit profile. So first we will fetch user from DB. It's the same as the profile page. We will trigger this and only with token. Only with the token in frontend. And the next is, if we update the name and the bio, we will handle save again. In this handle save, so first we got token. And we upload image and fetch backend. And the backend, we put the token in headers in the API request and the body here. So let's give it a try. So name, bio, and upload image, upload profile. Pow. We get back. And the backend, we get an API request to this. Header, we get the barrier. We got the token, and we verify this token and get the Clerk user ID, and we get the body, name, bio, and image URL. And if we have this user, we go update. If not, we give error back. So we name, bio, image URL, and updated time. We save to database. So image URL, name, and bio. I use Next.js 16, MongoDB, and Mongoose, and server-side API routes, and Clerk server-side auth in Next.js 16. So let's build it from scratch. So create a folder, Next.js Backend. Open terminal. Use Next.js. This one. Dot. In this folder. Yes, default. And use editor, open it. In up, we make a folder API and a file routes.ts, and go this doc here. Next.js docs and backend for frontend. This is the doc that use Next.js to make a backend, and go here. This URL, and copy this. This is the simple one, and paste. Okay, here we give a response. Okay, return a new response. Message we give okay, and status will give 200, and save, and go local 3000, and call this. Is the response okay? Is the response okay? And this is how to make the simple API in Next.js backend. So next, let's build a user routes. In API, we create a folder user, and the user will create a routes.ts. And this is the routes for users. And we need to connect the MongoDB. So make a folder in the root. We call it database. And in this file, first one we call it MongoDB.ts. And copy this. So npmi mongoose. We use Mongoose to connect the database, and this connect file we use cache. So Mongoose cache. And if we have cache, we return cache. If not cache, so we connect MongoDB, use MongoDB URI, and return Mongoose. Okay, this is the connect MongoDB and with cache. So go MongoDB. So I already created the database. So click connect, drivers, and choose Node.js. And this is the URI to connect the MongoDB. We'll copy this. Go here, make a file .env.local. And MongoDB URI equals this. But pay attention here. In there, no database. So we add a database. Here, we call it Next.js Backend. So we view and the Data Explorer, and there we'll have a database name Next.js Backend. So we close this, and now we have MongoDB connected. And next is we make a model for this, user.model.ts. And it's a user. So first is type the ID, email, name, image URL file, created at, updated at, and the version for Mongoose. And the user schema is ID, email, name, always string email file, and timestamp. And we save this. This is the user model. And we go users.roles. Here, we write our first roles. So we need to check the token come from the frontend. And here we use Clerk backend. How to find this Clerk backend? Go Clerk, and there pay attention. Now the Next.js, now the Express. We choose JavaScript backend SDK. And we install this. Okay, we got it. And we also have a leave function that to get the user email. Leave a folder, create a file, .ts, get user email. And we create a Clerk event and get user email. We pass in a user ID, and we can get the email from this ID, but it use a secret key. So go Clerk. Here, configuration and API keys here, and you can get your public key and create a key. We copy this. Go here, the local. Save. Sorry, I need to have this password. I need to get my password here. And save, and save and quit, and restart the server. Okay, and now we have this leap.get user email. I think save, and that's it. So in this routes, this server side. So first is ConnectDB. ConnectDB is from this Mongoose we just created here. And we get the auth from the header, because the token is in the header in frontend request, and we get the token, and token we verify this token to use this token to get the decode, that is the Clerk user ID and get user email. And then we use this Clerk ID to find this user if in the database. If it's in the database, we update the time and save. If not in database, so we create this user in database. So this is the API. So for frontend, I go this, see, MongoDB. So we start frontend. Press I. So this is a profile page. So pay attention here. And this is a profile page here. When I click here, it will trigger this use effect because we already log in Clerk. We have user ID from Clerk. That is the front-end part, front-end user. So this user will trigger fetch user from DB. And fetch user from DB, we need to first get token. And then we console log this token. This is a front-end token. And we put this token in header authorization barrier. And we post this to the server side. And server side is local 3000. That is Next.js server. So this is the first API call. So I've tried it. So it'll give error, but we see the console log. Is we got this token. This is a token from the front end, and we post this to server side. It gave error. So we check server side. What's going on? Connect the DB. Okay. Connect the DB have error. Okay, we check here. Connect DB have error. So MongoDB URI. Let me see. Connect DB have error. It must be local. We restart the server. We save this, close, and restart Next.js 3000. That's it. So this is the server side. And this is the front end I open. And profile. And it get a user. And then we go server side, we check. This is the API. Server side is post to this. And we got the decode value. And sub is the user ID. And also the email. We use this ID to get the email. So the front end only posts with a token. So this body no need. So here we don't need post any value in body because we only need token in header to post to backend, and the backend use this header in token, the token in header and get the user ID and email. So we delete this user. And refresh the front end and profile. So it creates a new user. So we refresh. It creates a new user here. And in the server side, it get the API call and use the header, the token in header, and verify this token and get the sub and use this ID to get the email. And find a user, not find a user, create the user. So if already have the user, we go backend, the front end, and refresh this. It already have a user, we should update the time. So refresh, it update the time. So the time is different. So this too, the time is different. So that is the first API in Next.js backend. So we create another. User update and create file. And this is ConnectDB. And get the Auth token in header and verify this token to get the user ID and parse the value from the body. So we get name, bio, and image URL, and we check the user to if exists or not to find this. If we have this, if not have this user, we return user not found. And if we have this user, we got name, bio, and image URL to update and update the time, and we save to database. So go here, edit profile. So pay attention. Go front end. And ID the profile page. So this page will trigger a fetch user from DB in use effect because we have user already logged in Clerk. So fetch user from DB. We get token. Get token from use auth from Clerk. And we'll get the token and we put the token in the header authorization and post. So we don't need this. And we get the user from DB. We only need token to get a user. So this is the first one. Let's try it. Yes, we got the user from DB. That's it. And here we got the decoded and post and decoded. So in front end, the next is not image, not this, not upload, but the handle save. The handle save is we post this value to server side. We give token in header and body JSON string file. We have a user ID, we have name, we have bio, we have image URL, and we post this in body, but we no need post clerk user ID because we use token to check user in frontend, in backend. So frontend no need to post this, just post token. And this is the body 3 part. And let's try it. So with frontend, we go edit profile. It will get this token and get the user from DB. And upload profile, update profile. We give a 123, 123. Update. And that's it.